Good morning and welcome to the Carnivore Journey, and this is going to be the week 8 report, and I have a little bit of a revelation that I'm going to share with you toward the end of the video, but right now we're just going to talk about the statistics that we're dealing with right now. As you guys know, if you've watched very many of these particular videos, one of the things that I've been trying to do is get my sugar levels down, plus lose some weight. Now there's some other things, but we're going to focus on those two this morning. Now, having said that, last week, I guess it was, we talked about I'd cut off another one of the medicines that I was taking, and that may have been a little bit premature, and turned out it was. My sugar levels started climbing again, not drastically, but they did start climbing. So to be on the safe side, we went ahead and re-implemented that particular medicine until we get the carnivore diet system down a little bit better, and then we expect to be able to get off that medicine sometime in the near future. But anyway, that's one of the things. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about is the weight thing. I'm not eating nearly as much as I was, but I'm still not losing any weight. I'm not gaining any weight, but I'm not losing any weight. Now, that to me is a little bit disappointing, but you know, I feel really confident that at some point this is going to switch. Now, the eating the carnivore diet, eating meat and eggs and things like that, has become much easier, and with every week that passes it gets easier, and it's also beginning to be a way of life in such a way that I really don't desire other types of food. So I think we're winning. We're just going to keep monitoring this, and we'll make changes as we need to. Now, I'll quickly say this. One of the changes that I made this last week, now we're not seeing any real results from it right now, but I figure we will in the next week or two. I listened to Dr. Ken Berry, and one of the suggestions he made on the weight loss part of it was to incorporate intermittent fasting. And he suggested to start with 12-hour fast first, and then add a little bit to that as we got used to the 12 hours, go to maybe 13 or 14. But ultimately the goal is to get to 8-hour feeding window and a 16-hour fast. I believe this is good advice, and so we're at the 12-hour now. We're going to do that until we feel like that we're successful in that. Then we'll go to 13 or 14 hours, work our way up to the 16. So anyway, it really looks good. I'm really feeling good about it. There's a lot of good things about the carnivore diet that's working for us. But one of the things that I told you, we had a bit of a revelation. I want to share that with you. And this may sound silly, but it means a whole lot to me. I've been an ice cream fan all of my life. That's probably my Achilles heel or my weakness. And I visited an ice cream shop about once, sometimes twice a week, and had ice cream. And as anybody would know, that stuff is just loaded with sugar. It's just simply not good for you. It tastes good, but that's about all that you can say good about it. It tastes good. Well, with that said, one of the viewers had mentioned that I might consider doing a carnivore ice cream. And so I looked up the recipes and found some, 2 or 3 pretty good recipes look like it. And we tried that. We went and bought an ice cream maker and started doing this. What we're thinking about, let me just put it this way. We were going after real ice cream at least once a week. And sometimes, like I said, a couple of times, but it's more once a week than anything else. The strategy is, in the revelation I had, if I can scratch that itch with Carnivore, a healthy ice cream, this is going to go a long ways in pulling my health and my type 2 diabetes into check. And eventually we're not going to be satisfied until we completely defeat this thing. We want to get completely off the medicine, get healthy, and do things the right way. So my revelation is this right here. I had an itch that needed scratched, and rather than just keep on giving in to that particular itch or temptation, I developed a strategy through a lot of you guys' suggestions to tackle that problem. So to put it in a nutshell, we've replaced the real ice cream with a Carnivore ice cream, and I believe that we're going to be able to do it with that. I think that's going to get us through. Now, I will say this. Some people might say, well, is the Carnivore as good as the real ice cream? No. No, I'm sorry, it's not. But I can develop a taste for it, and I can live without the real ice cream if I've just got something to take its place. And that's the way life is oftentimes, is get a bad habit out of your life, but replace it with something good. Go ahead and replace that habit and do that until that becomes a habit. So that's the revelation that I want to share with you today. And, you know, we're very optimistic about the Carnivore diet. Again, we're on week 8, and we're going to be doing it 12 weeks. And so, you know, we think we're going to win this thing, and we're just going to say we are going to win it. And then after 12 weeks, we're going to look at it again and decide what we're going to do, because we're going to have a whole lot more information to work with on week 12 than we have right now. Okay, guys, we love you guys. We appreciate the Carnivore community. We thank you guys for listening to us, and we're just going to go ahead and close out right now. So thank you, and God bless.